Now I'm ready to go. Who's ever trying to fuck with me is not gonna be able to fuck with me anymore, alright? Cause I'm done. I'm tired. And guess what? I'm back now. I just need to calm down. Just too much experimentation with substance, if you know what I'm saying. It's a lot to digest and process, but now I'm starting to feel more zen, right? I'm starting to plateau on the high, and now I feel peaceful, yet I'm still mad. And I have to talk about something today, alright? Because it's been pissing me off lately, alright? And most of y'all are gonna call me broke, you're gonna call me poor, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna make fun of me, and you're gonna sit there and say, oh, you don't have any money. You can't even sit there and go out and buy like a pair of pants. Look at you, you're in public and you don't have any pants on. You're disgusting. What everyone's looking at you and they're like, they're throwing up, they're vomiting because you don't have any pants on. That's gross. Go back inside. That's what the cops tell me. Well, guess what? I'm done with it, and I found the reason today why I am actually so broke, believe it or not. The reason I'm so broke is because I have to tip everyone, alright? North American tipping culture sucks ass, alright? That's what I'm gonna talk about today. In North America, when you usually sit down at a restaurant, you're relaxed. You're in an environment where you're ready to eat. No worries plague the mind. Well, guess what? Worries are about to plague the mind as soon as the bill comes, because then you look at the bottom, right? Or someone now flips a screen to you after you make any fucking purchase. I could purchase a Tootsie Roll from a convenience store, and someone's gonna turn a screen to me, and they're gonna tell me to press the tip selection. That's how bad it's gotten. Before, it would make sense if there was a little tip incentive involved. You know, you go out to a nice restaurant, it's a sit-down meal, there's waiters and that sort of thing, like 5 to 10%, or if there's like a tipping optional sort of thing where it's like the meal was that good and I have that much disposable income where I really enjoyed that meal and I want to give you some extra patronage. Why? Because I care. Alright, and I like that meal and I want to see you do better. And I think you deserve more money for that meal than what I initially gave you. That is fine. That's completely good and optional. And I know it wouldn't happen that much because it's optional, but it's still good to sit there and have the option. Now, with tipping culture, specifically in North America, because everywhere else in the world, especially in Europe and Asia, everyone else gets a fair wage. In North America, because no company in their right mind is gonna sit there and pay people enough money while they're working quick service jobs where they're on their feet for 12 to 13 fucking hours. I mean, because empathy is dead. Who fucking cares, right? I don't fucking care. I'm just making this video so I can save some more money. Alright, let me be honest with you for a sec now. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that since these people aren't paid enough, they have to sit there and they have to beg for tips everywhere they go. And in fact, there's some stories actually that I've seen on the internet where managers are taking tips from the tip jar, which is why tip jars aren't a thing anymore. Tips are all digital, which is why every time you walk into a Starbucks and you just want a simple, nice, iced matcha latte from the non-binary barista who makes fucking baller-ass drinks, even though they can only work for 1 hour at a time, or else they're gonna start to break down and their mind can't take it, and they're just gonna fucking cry right in front of you. What happens is they have to flip a screen to you and they really want you to hit like the 45%. So I'm sitting there and I'm paying like $3.50 as a tip for an already overpriced $7 drink. Like, are we fucking serious right now? And what? You want us to be fucking serious? Like, you're fucking me. And you're asking me, what are we? Are we serious? And I'm saying no. I didn't want any of this in the first place. So how about you just leave me the fuck alone so I can go back in my car and I'm just gonna steal the food from McDonald's at this point. I'm just gonna run into the store like a little fucking, like, you know those like old school robbers. They walk like this and I'm gonna walk in there, alright, and I'm just gonna go into the back where there's all the fries and I'm just gonna take them, alright, and I'm gonna step out of the drive-through window, alright, just so I sit there and I don't have to tip. Alright, I'll leave a $20 bill on the counter, of which you guys in the fucking back can sit there and scrounge over. Alright, cut it into pieces. For all I care, you can sit there and you can eat the dollar bill. I don't give a shit. What I think we should do is we should just all stop tipping, right? Because if no one pays a tip, then everyone is gonna sit there and say, oh, well, I shouldn't pay a tip either. And then it's just going to keep snowballing and rolling and rolling and rolling, all right? What we can do is we can take elements of communist Chinese theology, and we're going to take that Chinese communist theory and we're going to employ it, starting in New York with the Brooklyn bisexuals and the Bushwick bisexuals, as mentioned before, and then it's going to move to the non-binary community of previously female-identifying figures, or whatever other political correct statement you want to say, and then we're going to take it worldwide, all right? All the way to rural America and back, all right? Chattanooga to the Florida-Georgia line at this point, all right? There's no going back now. But anyways, that's all I really wanted to say to you today. Don't tip, or else I'm gonna give you my tip. Next time someone sits there and is like, oh, why would you ever not tip? That's so disrespectful and rude of you. You should just just tap your tip on their fucking face. I don't care if you're a woman, use your clitoral hood if you need to, alright? Just tap on their face and say, don't make me put this, alright, this tip where the sun don't shine, motherfucker. That's the power of integral fucking photosynthesia that I'm transferring into your mind directly, alright? I've been watching 55-year-old Facebook moms for quite a while now. So in fact, I'd say I basically have a PhD on the subject matter. You just got a taste of my telepathy, alright? And you just gotta get on my level, alright? You gotta invest in the fucking skill points or the food stamps or whatever the fuck you collect in your own personal life to make sure you level up and you can get on my fucking level. Twin, as the fucking kids would say. We're the next generation, and we gotta sit there, and we gotta bring it forward to generations in the future. Even though I am 62 years old, we are still young. Simply put, if you sit there and ask me to tip and try and guilt trip me into, oh, you're such a bad person if you don't tip when I go out and I get a fucking, Starbucks chai jasmine latte in that motherfucker, right? Or I'm just like, free pouring my own in the back because I just stepped over the counter, right? Because I just thug out wherever I want. Next time I'm just gonna beat your ass. Either I'm gonna run a fade on you in real life, or we could sit there and I'll beat you with fucking Mario Kart 8 or Street Fighter 4 for the PS3, right? That real new shit that you fucking kids aren't even tapped into anymore. All right, don't make me bring out the 2006 model to beat your ass on. Oh. Sorry, the drugs that I talked about before at the start of this video, they're starting to work their way back up, and I'm starting to feel a little queasy in the stomach, so excuse me while I officially end off this video and go take care of that. Alright, toodaloo now. Well, motherfucker.